2020, August 31st, 8:24 a.m. The the vehicle goes to the other side and communicates with Janice or delivers whatever gifts, whatever sacrifice, whatever. Okay. Janice then returns the favor and completes Ohm's law, and this returning of the favor becomes what the Romans called genius, where someone with any level of intelligence at all could have an idea or a concept or a spark of inspiration, a genius, a eureka moment that would then either aid East Face of Janus, aid the community, or be something or a punishment for doing something wrong. The West Face of Janus. Doing something wrong is how that became negative, is because the whole dynamic of, what do you mean I've done something wrong? I don't get. No. What do you mean? What do you mean my actions are wrong? Period. What do you mean that the gods have determined that what I did what I did was wrong? Period. What I did was not wrong. I was defending myself, or I really needed that, and they didn't need it as much, so therefore I took it from someone who didn't need it, and I needed it. And what do you mean? My actions cannot be wrong. Period. That functionality is the reason why things become either East Face of Janus and good and West Face of Janus bad. Because when the genius input comes in, the genius comes up and says, God's not happy with you, or with you person, with you group, with you government, with you culture. God's not happy with you. When the other side of the Ohm's law occurs, that genius event, the culture usually gets very angry with the genius or the dynamic, and goes, okay, was it the victim that was wrong? Was it the 1A victim was wrong? The 1B victim was wrong? Or the parade wasn't enough, or something else was wrong? And usually it turns out to be all the above. Because you have you have some people who are just fine and dandy with being emotional with very bad people, period. Charles Manson had a couple of very, very long-term relationships in jail for his participation in the Tate LaBianca murders, as well as the murders that happened the day before, period. Ted Bundy had fan mail. He also had a girlfriend, period. There are serial killers and mass murderers have fans, have entire fan mail sequences, period. Napoleon killed tens of thousands of people, of both non-Frenchmen and Frenchmen and Italians and Russians and Egyptians and such. Everywhere he invaded, his troops were shooting at people and killing them, period. Every time they fired back, his troops were being killed. So the butcher's bill, there was people being hurt, maimed, and killed all the time. So he can technically be considered to be defined as both a serial and a mass murderer, period. Serial because he got off on killing people. He was a soldier. He was a battlefield soldier. He, ordering troops into battle and watching them be killed. Just because he didn't plunge the blade in himself does not mean anything at all when it comes to that type of emotional response to death and dying, killing, and the like, period. So there are people who are attracted to killers, mass murderers, killers, serial killers, and the like, and some people who are who couldn't find it more morally repugnant if they tried, period.